And I've actually turned some away because I just felt like they were a little bit on the unethical side, I'll say. So what I do is I analyze it. I look at the deal because I don't turn away the deal automatically. I always look at the deal and see if I have anybody, because that's the difference between being a mortgage broker and a mortgage lender. Because as a mortgage broker, I can shop with over 100 and something investors that we work with, compared to just having one place where I get my money from.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey folks, welcome back to the show. Today's guest, Demar Chapman, is a mortgage professional who helps real estate investors secure funding through DSCR loans, fix and flip financing, bridge loans, and other investor-focused products. Demar, welcome to the show.
Thank you for inviting me, and I greatly appreciate the opportunity to be here with you today.
Thank you for coming on. I always like to start off at the top of this show by asking guests how they got into the real estate space.
I got into the real estate space by mistake because I'm not only just a loan officer, I'm actually a real estate investor. And my first property was actually in my neighborhood. It was 2 doors down. HOA foreclosed on the property, and the HOA president called me and said, if you can come up with 40 something thousand dollars um, in less than 2 weeks, the house is yours. So
That'll do it.
yes, it will. Especially whenever you
And
know that the
so
retail value of the house is 150 or more.
at that point in time, did you start thinking heavily about, real estate, and maybe this was a potential, career path for you? Or was that really, hey, let me just see how this one investment goes?
It was something that I've always looked into. But then whenever she made that offer to me, I said, this might be my out, because I was, at that time I was in law enforcement. So I was like, well, this might be my out from law enforcement.
Now, Colleen, where you're based out of, we were just talking before hopping on the show here. This is really kind of like a waypoint to a lot of other areas in Texas, but also it's a huge market in and of itself. Is a lot of your business based out of the Colleen area, or are you looking at all across Texas and all across the country?
I have Ohio. I work in Texas. I do North Carolina, where I originally started at. But most of my business and clientele is in North Carolina. I branched out to Georgia because I'm licensed in multiple states.
Now, when we talk about these investor products, typically, you're looking at folks who are doing, some type of 90-day flip or something along these lines. When you started working with investors on the lending side, what was your network like at that point in time? Was it very much, hey, these are people that you've already previously worked with? What was that initial growth portion like?
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
My initial growth was being in the real estate investor community because it was the Charlotte RIA group that I was a part of. And
Okay.
I basically made the offer. I said, hey, look, I started doing this because on my first real estate deal, I got charged an astronomical amount for loan origination, and the account rep recommended, why don't you become a broker? And that's when my eyes saw the stars then, because I just said, okay.
Now, when we're talking about these investor products, DSCR, fix and flip loans, hard money in general, right? It takes, a very specific type of eye to understand, hey, this is someone that I can trust, but also too, I like the deal enough where if I had to buy it myself, I would. What's your approach to underwriting both the operators and the deals themselves?
Well, my thing is always about communication. I have found most of the people I work with, I've at least had a good 30, 45-minute conversation with them so I can get a feel for them. And I basically know that they're going to be a solid client. And I've actually turned some away because I just felt like they were a little bit um, on the unethical side, I'll say. So what I do is I analyze it. I look at the deal because I don't turn away the deal automatically. I always look at the deal and see if I have anybody, because that's the difference between being a mortgage broker and a mortgage lender. Because as a mortgage broker, I can shop with over 100 and something investors that we work with, compared to just having one place where I get my money from.
Thank you for that distinction. Actually, there's a lot of people who may use those terms interchangeably, but of course, being in this space, you're acutely aware there's a difference between those two. Do you encounter a lot of folks who may have like a misconception as far as what the difference is between broker and lender?
Yes, I do. And I tell people, the joke that I make with people is I was told before, a mortgage broker is going to always be broke. A mortgage lender is always going to be solid. And apparently, with the market shifts in the last couple years, the mortgage brokers are becoming stronger than the mortgage lenders, because we can go to the same people that are offering the same product and probably get it at a better discount because we're not charging a lot more than your typical mortgage lender.
Now, when I am looking at deals myself as someone who's worked with investors in the distress space, probate, foreclosure, pre-foreclosure, you a lot of it is knowing, hey, this is the right person to assign this to in that regard. Like, hey, I have an investor, this fits their buy box. As a broker, are you looking at it that way as well? But in terms of people and then lenders, hey, this is the lender for this deal, and this is the investor that makes sense.
Yes, sir, I do. That's exactly the way I look at it. Because if you come to me, one time you might come to me and I'm working with one lender or an investor. The next time when you come to me, I might tell you, hey, look, we're not going to go to the same investor that we worked with last time. So we might need or require more documents, but I'm going to get you a better deal this time, because now you went from having only 2 deals to 3 deals. And an investor or a lender may give you better pricing and give you a better deal if you have experience compared to if you don't have experience. So I've worked with anybody from entry level, from the first time that they flipping a house or buying a house, to I've got a client that I've worked with that's closed over 40 loans with me.
If you're looking for consistent, high quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Now, when I think about like Texas versus the Carolinas, I know you were in North Carolina, was where you got your start as an investor.
Yes.
I'm curious to get your perspective on maybe some of the similarities and differences between the two markets. I've heard a tremendous amount of great things about North and South Carolina.
Well, in North Carolina, the because I know the market as good as I do, it's a little bit more easy and understanding than me. The only thing I have a problem with in Texas is the cash flow becomes a problem on a lot of deals because of especially with DSCR loans. It's based off cash flow. So if you have property like in Austin that the property taxes 1 year it was $7,000, next year it's $9,000. That makes a big difference on your cash flow. So in North Carolina, like somewhere in North Carolina, I've been able to tell clients and work with clients and make sure they understand that. And in Texas, I have to do the same thing. I tell them, right off the bat, it might cash flow this year, but if the taxes go up, you might be negative cash flow. And then I ask them what are their plans for that. Because at the end of the day, I want to work with you long term and not short term.
Do you see a lot of interest right now in new construction and in small multifamily or even mid-sized multifamily from folks who might have previously only been, let's say, fix and flippers or something similar?
Yes, sir. There has been an uptake on that, and that's because if they can actually, if they can actually, right now with the market, the way that it is established right now, most people are buying and holding, or if they're fixing and flipping, they're switching over to a buy and hold because the market's not where it should be at for them to sell.
Now, how are brokers handling this? Because I know a lot of folks, might not do the new construction or they might not do, more than 4 units. Is there kind of a shift in the broker world for we need to offer more products in these other spaces, new construction and multifamily?
Yes, yes, it is. And a lot more lenders and investors have responded to that as well, because it used to be where your traditional lenders, some of them would only offer, or some of your investors would only offer, let's say, up to 4 units. Now you have some investors or lenders you know, that are doing traditional loans saying, hey, look, we will do 5 to 9 or 5 to 12 units. So they know that the market shift and they are responding to it as they see.
When I think about, some areas where there's a lot of interest for investors, both in state and out of state. Of course, Texas, I'm a Texas licensed agent. You're in Colleen. But the Carolinas as well, they've been very hot for quite some time. Are you seeing anybody who is saying, okay, I'm in New York, I'm in California, I want to be investing in the Carolinas? Or is that element, that out of state investing, still maybe an untapped gold mine as far as the Carolinas are concerned?
Well, it's not necessarily the Carolinas as well, because you have some people in the Carolinas that are investing outside of the Carolinas because the properties might be a little bit lower, or they may not be out of state, but they're out of the city. Because I know a lot of investors that are in like the Charlotte metro area that are buying properties outside of the Charlotte area right now so that they can actually buy properties that are cash flowing properly. I've got one client that lives in California and he buys houses in Ohio. And I've got
Yeah.
another investor that she works and lives in the Washington DC area, and she's flipping houses and buying houses in Ohio as well.
Now, in the investor lending space and brokering space, from what I understand, it's more accessible to be doing deals across state lines. You don't have to get so much there's not as much red tape in that world. Am I wrong in saying that, or is it more common to see brokers and lenders going across state lines?
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
There is a difference because as with DSCR, you don't have to be technically licensed in the state. You just might most lenders only require that you're licensed, and some require no licensing at all. Um, and then, with the traditional side, that's going to be different. It is going to be state regulated and federal regulated.
I
So,
got you. I got
you can, like, for me personally, I carry 7 personal licenses. And then the company I work for, which is Barrett Financial, has 49 state licenses. So we're licensed everywhere, I think, except for New York.
Now, are you still looking at deals for yourself and your personal portfolio, or are you 100% focused on the investor funding and lending side?
I am always looking for deals. The one deal that I did buy, which was about a year and a half, 2 years ago, uh, purchased it by just a wholesaler sending me a text message and saying, "Hey, look, are you interested in the subject too?" When I saw the deal, she and I ran the numbers, and it was a solid deal. The only problem is that I didn't have anybody in the area that can do the construction work, so that did
Mm.
set me back for the construction work. But it was a solid deal that I was able to get, and once again build my positive cash flow up so that I can build a passive um, income.
Do you still have like ties to the North Carolina area? Are you looking at deals a lot over there, or because it's such a great distance, it's a little bit more challenging to manage?
I do look at deals in North Carolina. I'm actually in North Carolina. My Pacific areas are the Triad area, um, because it's the market's not extremely high like it is in the Charlotte area or the Raleigh Durham area, but it's just in that median.
Right, right. So you're able to kind of thread the needle there.
Yes.
As far as DSCR and some of these alternative loan products, I'm seeing some of these become very mainstream, even on the traditional side. Are you seeing that as well, not just with these DSCR, but some of these other products as well?
Yes. A lot of people, and a matter of fact, a lot of loan officers are switching over to the DSCR products in the non-traditional space because we also, under that, you can offer bank statement programs that we offer. You have P&L, which is a profit and loss statement that investors that use like for on their personal property, they have used those products as well. But you can also use it on investment properties. And that's something that a lot of people don't talk about because they use DSCR. But I've actually found it a niche too that's another product that is offered that most people don't talk about.
Yeah, they're not diving into that. We are coming up on time here though, Demar. Where can folks go to reach out to you? Maybe they have a deal that they need lending on, or maybe they have some feedback that they would like on a prospective deal that they're looking at.
Oh yeah, you can reach me at 704 Um, That again is 704-690-1772. You can also go to my website. It's demardoesloans.com. Demardoesloans.com. And I'm always willing to talk to a real estate investor because at the end of the day, we are all in this together. Because like I said, I'm not only just a loan officer, but I'm also a real estate investor.
Demar, thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you. You have a great day.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.